Barstool. How old are you?
20.
So you can't drink yet?
No.
All right. Go to the good spots on
Yeah, so I got hired at Barstool a little bit over a year ago, right? Yeah. Year and a couple months.
Okay.
And I'd been on Twitter for like a long time. I've been doing stuff online for like 6 years. And then basically I was in college as a freshman, and then I got sent home for COVID. And then Gaz reached out to me.
Was Gaz the scout? Is he the one in the front office responsible for the hiring of Lil Sasquatch?
Yes, he is.
I thought that KB was the scout. I think KB might have scouted, like Advance scouted him, and then he kicked it up to Gaz.
No.
Okay.
No, me and KB knew each other. And Gaz was like, do you know anyone who would like be a good fit at Barstool? And he was like, I can think of one person, but he hates Barstool. And it was me.
Did you hate Barstool?
I mean, not really, but like a little bit.
Barstool was probably used for like bits on like just chirping them.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so then it was a long process after that. I mean, the process could have gone better on Gaz's end. He would be like, all right, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. Like he was like, so he was like, hey, do you want this job at Barstool? Blah, blah, blah. We like met, and I was like, yeah, this sounds awesome. And he's like, all right, we'll talk to you at the end of the week. A month goes by, nothing. And I would text Gaz, like, hey man, hate to bother you, because I'm like, I don't want to say the wrong thing and like not get the job. So I'd be like super careful and have like my parents helping me word out this text, like asking what's going on. And then he'd be like, yeah, things are just a little tricky with COVID right now. I think it was after like 4 months that they hired me.
Of you just waiting?
Yeah. Because it was in April to June was when I got hired. April 4th, I think, was the day that they reached out to me.
So that's 2 months?
That's 2 months?
Yeah, that's all right.
He didn't finish college. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a dropout.
So it was 2 months.
Like a junior, senior year of college.
It was 2 months. And then I worked remote for the first like 2 months, and then, or maybe a month. I don't know. Until August, I moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you wording these texts with your parents? Are you like, hey man, just checking in. You know, I got a lot of stuff on the line. You know, I'm trying to decide.
I did say that at one point.
Yeah.
The thing was, I had to decide if I was going to go back to college or not.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, as of right now, I'm still enrolled in college. Like I'm going back in the fall, but I'm like, if I'm going to go full time at this company, like I'm not going to go back to college.
Yeah. So you're full time with the company now. No college.
Yes, no college.
You going to finish school?
No.
All comedy.
Yeah, I suppose.
Hard Knocks.
I mean, like when you think about it, it's like what I was going to school for would be like the end goal is to get to where I am right now. So it's like, why would I waste all the money on college? Like the end goal is to get a job writing somewhere. I wanted to be a writer, and now I work at a writing company.
You could pay $40,000 a year to go to college, or get paid the $15,000 Barstool's paying you.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's the dream.
Dude,
yeah, and I've been here ever since.
But you get to, I mean, do you write for other people other than yourself?
No.
Okay.
That's a legit question, though. Like being a writer.
He's like, I wanted to go for writing, and
it
seemed like you wanted to be behind the curtain, but now it seems like you're like doing all your own funny shit.
Oh yeah, I still ideally, eventually, I'd just like to be behind the curtain.
Really?
Yeah. Like maybe like.
You just said you wanted to do live events.
Millions.
You said you want to be live, like hear the applause, hear the Sasquatch, King of New York.
Yeah, I'm like,
but preferably you'd like to be behind the curtain.
He's gonna be like Daft Punk of comedy. He's gonna be just wearing like a bubble helmet or something. Shit like that.
Exactly. I mean, I would like to be a writer, but like writing, like writers for like shows and stuff, I don't think they really do that well. So it's like not very realistic of a career.
I think writers for shows do decently well.
But it probably depends on the show.
Yeah, I mean,
I wrote
so
for
many
shows. I wrote for like a show that it was like a TBS show, but it was like it was an entry level writing position, and they were giving me like $3,000 plus a week, and that's like the lowest level like that they can give you, which that's not like bad pay at all.
No,
it's just sit in a room and like eat snacks and like kick around joke ideas. It's like kind of an easy profession.
Yeah,
if you could just crack enough jokes, you know what I mean. It's a fun little gig. So why would you? I don't know why you would go back behind the scenes though. Like I feel like you're like in front of the camera, you're making money. I feel like everybody who's behind the scenes wants to get in front of the camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like you'll juggle it. I feel like you'll continue to do all your stuff, and there'll be a point to where you and whatever group wants to come together, and you're like, yo, I got this idea. I want to, if Barstool ends up making some like, sitcom or some shit like that. I mean, it sounds funny, but that's not out of the question. The way Barstool is kind of going everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
it's very much within the question.
Yeah. Like there could be a sitcom that you're like, yeah, I want to be a writer on this. Now you probably play a little role, but
yeah, I would love to do that, something like that. I would just like I write my own sketches and stuff, but it's like that's just like on a notes pad, like writing down one-liners. Like it's not that. It's like not very like I've been doing it for so long, it kind of gets boring after a while. So I would like to like do like real like sketches, like quality produced sketches,
like in a script writing
in a
type
scripted
of thing.
way. Yeah, like write out a full script
with
for
personalities from Barstool.
Maybe not. Bussin' With The Boys. Yeah. We could work you guys
into the script game,
I wouldn't mind doing skits. I love doing that stuff. Before Vine got shut, and I was on my way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You were on Vine.
Yeah, bro, heavy. I had to stop because I was too nervous when I went to the Washington football team. I was like, man, if anybody catches wind of me doing these little, I mean, I was just goofy on it. But
what were you doing?
I enjoyed doing just like funny stuff.
Yeah, I was a Vine guy. Were you a Vine guy too?
Yeah. Well, I didn't make Vines, but I was.
He was too young for
Vine.
No, you were heavily on Vine.
Oh yeah, I was in like. I think it came out probably when I was in like 6th grade.
He was heavy on the internet early though. He was like
yeah, and then I think it ended when I was in 9th grade.
Which is just crazy.
That was a bummer, dude.
Crazy that
was it a bummer though?
Yeah.
I think so.
That shit was on its way out for a while. There was like no one was even making videos anymore the whole last year. And then, as soon as it was going to end, everyone was like, no, don't take away Vine.
Well, what happened, Vine was on the come up because all you had to do was put in the hashtag and you knew you were going to get those kinds of views.
Yeah.
And then they went, numbies, dude. And then they went with the categories and you could get lost in the equation, dude. Get lost in the algorithm.
Yeah.
So I got a little shunned by it.
I miss like the revines too. Like, you could retweet on that thing on Vine.
Oh, yeah.
Like TikTok, it's like you only get what you're presented with.
Yeah, TikTok,
I'm not on TikTok.
Not for you?
It's so tough, man.
It sucks.
No, it would be for me if I was younger, but I feel like I'm doing all the different stuff and it's just another social media you have to put.
Oh, it's genuinely a bad app.
Yeah,
it genuinely sucks.
Because it works so well on you. Because you just like drop in and like 20 hours
I literally
later,
think that they should ban it.
Why is that?
No, I hate it with a passion. Everything I see on it like it ruins my day.
But your algorithm is tailored to the things that you like. So it's like you like stuff that you hate, basically.
Like, I just get sucked in on like comments and I'm like fighting with like 12-year-old kids behind burner accounts on TikTok at like 4 a.m.
I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also, go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.